quarantine and no place to go. It's the Mastication Station. With your host, who hates the sight of cotton swabs, Tony J. Lemon. And he's been missing at sea for 42 days, the studio ed, Lee Daly. Our guests over the past year, listed in descending order by blood type. Well, you can read. Our sponsor tonight, the good folks that made this all possible. Zoop Video Communications. Zoop for you. And now, he's a maniac on the floor. He's dancing like he's never danced before. Tony J. Lemon. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mastication Station. We are here live.
Somewhere.
I'm not sure what's going on with you. I can't wait to hear about it. I'm dressed up for my show here. Because of the whole viral thing going on here, we are having to do this remotely. Was that me?
No, I raised the definition on my speakers.
That is Lee's latest Finnish death metal hit called, what's it called?
Crush your enemies and drink their souls.
And now Mastication Station presents Fantastic Performances.
Do what I do. Do what I do, 'cause you hold me so tight and make me feel so nice. So, babe, I'm a mess over you. I'm ashamed of the man alive, I'm not the man that you would have wanted. Oh well, there's always that one thing you taught. So I need love. Well, I pick myself up and I get back in the race. That's a lie. I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, but my heart, it just won't buy it.
I said, man, there ain't no angel. There ain't no angel. Don't stop.
Yeah, you stop playing your Tron game and get over
Get
here.
out of the way. Can you guess what mountain range this is? We have to wear the same color onesies on the way back. Okay.
Now that was...
Oh, yeah, that was...
Thank you. No. Okay. Right now, when he says, give me your money, that's what he's thinking about. He's not thinking about shoot me. So as soon as I hear give, I'm going to deflect and choke him out. It only takes a second. So he steps forward and he says, give me that money. I step in. I've got him in a lock. He's going to try to pull out now. All I have to do is squeeze as hard as I can for 2 seconds, then lights out. Okay.
Mastication Station, North America's oddest local talk show. With the heppest cats around, it's a show for the 20s. These good eggs know their onions and iron their shoelaces because everything's Jake. So get off your blower and don't get the screaming memes, because we're going to hit on all sixes. If you've got the Mazuma, you can take part in our sock Dolliger. Maybe you can advertise with us and peddle your noodle juice almost every Thursday night on Facebook Live. Yeah, so I am here on location, and I won't tell you where it is, but I'll give you a hint. The Aleutian Islands is my hint. So
Quite the illusion.
yeah, so let me get this out of here. Okay, there we go. Okay. I did bring my TP, about $14, $15 a roll if you're interested. So, and our Studio Edley dailies here. How you doing?
Grow out during this virus thing that's going on, and I'm downstairs in the crew quarters of my ship. That's why you see all this weird stuff behind me. The crew is on the poop deck, and they could appreciate some of your toilet paper, I'm sure.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm circling around the Aleutian Islands myself.
Right, right. I take these down after every hour. It's kind of like a timekeeper for me, so I can kind of keep track of the time.
Right.
So
that makes no sense.
When these are gone, then it's the next day. So, okay. Well, our sponsor today or tonight or whenever you're watching it is Zoop, Z-O-O-P.
Zoop.
Zoop. It is the program we're using so we can talk to each other. Zoop. Zoop for you.
Zoop it up. Isn't there a song from the 70s? Zoop it up.
This is a remembrance show. So in the past year, before there was a viral thing going on, we had lots of guests. And is there anything that sticks out in your memory about our guests?
They all seem to have a good time, and many of them were wearing our advertisement later.
Okay.
And I think one of my favorite stories has to do with Shat the cat.
Yes, which was about 5 years ago.
Right. Well, it's still a good story. And your jokes, they continue to be terrible.
All flat,
but,
yes.
The audience likes them, and that's all that matters.
Well, at least I did. Yeah.
You did. Yes, you did.
But at least we don't have to have those cones on our heads like we did over when the virus got real bad.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because that made eating and drinking a pain.
Yeah, so we had lots of guests, and so here's a little montage of all the people that visit us 2019, 2020. Here it is. And now Mastication Station presents Fantastic Guests.
Medicine is on the wrong path. It's on the wrong path. We're not teaching people how to eat, how to exercise, and I've been a changed person since. And then I retired from neurosurgery, became a full-time wellness doctor, done maybe 15 years of TV shows here. And I think the community is changing. They get it. They see me around town. They say, you know, I lost my diabetes. I'm eating right. I'm avoiding sugar, the booger, and the hooker. I'm moving more. I'm exercising more. I'm playing music. I'm taking singing lessons, and we're connecting.
We do the rescue mission and the carousels because we care about male as well as females. And once you see the dignity, the life come back in that person, it makes it all worthwhile. Anything that we're going through, you know, like these guys are away from their families, and I'm so grateful that these guys, you know, we spend so much time prepping and stuff. It takes time.
Yeah. The fly, you have a fly around you.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you're So you were like all time frames. I mean, overnights, morning drives. all
Yeah,
that?
I mean, for the most part, in 30 years of radio, most of it was the morning. So I was used to getting up at 4 in the morning and being at work at 4:30. And now I get up at whenever and don't have to get in the shower till 1:30 in the afternoon.
Nice.
I was
we're in
back
the wrong
in
profession,
bed.
Tony. Yeah, but your night schedule's probably kind of whacked, isn't it? Because of the
No, it's
time
funny. Is I
frames?
come home after the 11 o'clock news. I get home by about midnight, and I go to bed by 12:30.
Wow. Oh, well, that's not
That would
bad.
fit your schedule, Tony.
It's not usually hard to get volunteer bartenders. To let people work around cans of beer that aren't counted is not usually the hardest thing in the world to get. It's probably those people that want to take time to be part of Children's Fest, Art in the Park, Family Fun Day. And maybe those people are going to be along the parade route, the parade marshals. But those are some of the places that we most definitely need people to volunteer each year. And if you want at the end, I'll get down on my knee and beg.
Okay.
It's a lot like I do at home.
Yeah.
But a different reward.
And
What happened to you there in that picture?
I won talent at Miss America.
Look like you're in pain.
I was shook. And I was shook because after all of this failure, I would never have expected to go to Miss America and to do well. Because 10 months prior to Miss America, I lost a local. I was 4th runner-up at just some small local.
Really?
So then to go to Miss America 10 months later and have success and gain scholarship, and the biggest difference within that was my mindset. My mindset completely changed the game. But winning talent meant the world to me because music is such a big part of my life.
You can actually book a show if you got like a private party or you
cool.
own a business and you want to book us. You can go on our website and just like, we want you to play for us. And then we're gonna be putting some videos up on the website soon and all that. So that's gonna be.
Do you have pinups? Like I can put it in my bedroom or something. Like color by number.
That's it. There's printable pinups on there.
Oh, I love that.
It's mostly my face, just
close up.
Yeah.
All for you. If you check out the website, you should really get a look into his bio that he totally wrote.
Just north of Bishop Dwenger on Clinton,
Okay.
Washington Center. I've been there. Was blessed. I actually used to go to American Ballroom Dance. I used to take my mom there because I wanted to do something with her once a week. So we would go there, and ironically, Faye used to be the instructor, and she was our first instructor. I got down on my hands and knees and I prayed. I said, please, Lord, bless me with a place like this.
Nice.
And then a few years later, I ended up at the same place. So it's just amazing how life works.
And she's out in the audience tonight, everybody.
She's one of the few females.
Here's a guy who's been very popular in the bar scene and the music scene in Fort Wayne since the early 90s.
Wow.
And he's got quite a following on Facebook, which he's not even a member of. So we kind of sat there and thought, this is a very interesting character. What is it that draws people to him? And that was really the core of the meeting.
We focus on not just the legend of the Mullet Man, but we focus on other legends that exist in Fort Wayne, like Johnny Appleseed and
Disco Harry.
And so we bring those reenactments in as well. It's definitely interesting going in the middle of a day into a bar and putting on some Daisy Dukes and a tight shirt and modeling the Mullet Man.
More guests to come, but here's our sponsors from 2019.
And our sponsor this evening is Sir Thomas's Next of Kiln Workshop and Crematorium. So if you have a loved one that is on his way out, stop at the workshop first and make your own kiln, make your own little urn, and then you have it ready to go. And our sponsor is local. It's McTavish's knee pads, helmets, and jousting lances. Anything you need for recreations, reenactments, and recreation. So so our sponsor is Siegfried's Whale and Tuna Bait Shop. Right on the coastline, massive hooks with these eels that they hook and they fish for whales. So our sponsor is the Indiana Used Paper Towel and Used Clothing Recycle Center, and located in Pittsburgh, Ohio. Well, our sponsor is Mike's Marvelous Manicures and Small Game Kebabs, specializing in rabbits, chipmunks, voles, moles, and vrobles. Vrobles are the combination of a vole and a mole. Okay. Yeah, it's a weird crossbreeding.
No, that
but
was kind of
the
South
meat's
Indian.
supposed to be really tender if you peel back the ears.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And our sponsor, Lee's going to tell you about our sponsor. He's right
Yeah,
there.
our sponsor is a local boy. He has Dwight's Whole Hog Roasting and Front End Alignment Garage. So go in and get your front end aligned and walk out with half a pig. Or a squirrel or cow or rabbit, whatever they have in there.
And it was all cooked under the hood, which is actually
rolled in the oil.
We're enjoying our sponsor, which is, Lee's going to tell you about
Our
it.
sponsor? Our sponsor is Fanny Fran's Gently Used Pastries.
Yes, pastries.
Yeah, by the ounce, not by the dozen.
Yes.
Gently massaged, pleasantly licked, and gently stomped on for a reasonable price at Fanny Fran's Gently Used Pastries.
It is by the ounce and not by the dozen.
I think
so.
all of our guests
For your
have one
convenience.
under their chairs.
You got what?
Yes. A matter of fact, our audience members, because you don't read the emails.
Well, I
So our
should.
sponsor this week is the Jethro Tull Cowbell and Ironworks Company here in Fort Wayne.
Woo!
You know, we tend to bring in the weirdest sponsors, but you know, he paid for all of these metal works you see around the studio.
You got,
I think that's pygmies in Africa.
I can't see. So, how would you describe the music?
Some folk elements, some synthesizers, some electronic stuff. Yeah, just sort of marrying the best from all these different genres, specifically like orchestral synth music, and then marrying that with more traditional folk or country singer-songwriter is wonderful. I mean, fusion is such a kitschy, awful term, but anytime you're sort of marrying things that didn't expect to get married, it's usually interesting and compelling, I think.
Everything should get married.
Like Asians and dwarfs.
I mean, like prog rock.
I'm not, there you go. Curtis Smith is here. Curtis Smith, Curtis Smith fame. He is here. You work for Parkview now. What is the title? What do you do?
I'm the corporate director of community engagement.
Cool. So since you're here, you're kind of on the clock because we're in the community, right?
Yeah, I guess sort of. Yeah.
You were on TV.
I was.
Weather guy.
I think I am currently.
Kind of. On a screen of some sort, in theory.
But yeah, I was the chief meteorologist at 21 Alive for 21 years.
You miss looking at the screens,
I don't
figuring
miss
out
it.
when the tornado is going to take out Amityville.
No, I really don't. I love the weather, but the great thing about weather is it's still around, and so I can still pay attention to it.
Yeah, especially in Indiana.
Yeah, but you can always be wrong and still get paid.
Exactly.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, that was always a real perk of the job. And
so first of all, it's not the next new feminist movement or anything like that.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
It's a celebration of women in rock, and we've kind of pieced together a local super group, if you will. And we all have our own projects still, but we're probably the most excited about this one.
Yeah.
We play Pat Benatar, Hart, Janis Joplin, Carole King, even some Gwen Stefani.
Pink?
At some point, probably. Yeah, Pink. Sheryl
Fitzgerald?
Crow. Yeah, there's really not much that's off limits as far as that goes, because I mean there's so many iconic and influential women in music.
Eartha Kitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt, Tina Turner. I mean,
we can keep going.
We could, yeah.
Keep
forever,
going deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Right.
Older and older.
Yeah. So how many games do you announce a year?
We do 38 regular season games and then playoffs and then I think one exhibition game. So yeah, right around 50 if we're lucky. You know, you see that Bob Chase did his job for 63 years. And I've been doing it. This will be year number 22 already, and I can't think of anything else I'd rather do.
You know what? There's not very many jobs that this is true of, but we know your schedule before you do.
Yeah, I know.
We found out what his schedule was, so I'm going to give you this schedule.
All right.
Now you know when you're going to work.
We'll keep it with you. I'll have a box of them by tomorrow.
You probably
There
have
you
a
go.
lot. Okay.
And here they are, your Fort Wayne Comheads!
So what's this little thing here?
This is just our brochure.
Yeah.
One of our young soldiers.
He's very small.
And it has it's kind of this self-guided tour. In its first life, Historic Fort Wayne was open every day and with a full paid staff. And it isn't that way anymore. We have events about once a month where we engage with living history from a wide variety of time periods. But
now
we rely on volunteers.
This guy's not one of those carpet-bagging Tories, is he?
He's a private in the 1st Infantry, 1812.
I might have some time periods off there.
Yeah,
slightly.
If you would like to be a soldier for a day, we can do that. We've got a variety of coats, and what the headgear he's wearing is called a shako, and we've got flintlock muskets.
Can we put Tony in stockade?
Would you like to carry and fire a flintlock?
He's supposed to be in, what do you want me to
Stockade.
We'll get both of you in uniform.
What are you looking for in a derby girl? Anyone?
We're essentially looking for that you have the proper stance, that you are safe when taking and receiving a hit. One of the big ones is you have to be able to skate 27 laps on the derby track within 5 minutes. That's a bit more of a mental game, as I've seen, than it is a physical one at this point.
So, you got a lot of bruises or a lot of hits?
Some of us bruise a lot more easily than others, we wear them like badges of honor. And
Sure.
compare, a few days later, make sure they're fully developed and go back to
Before you
practice.
show it off.
Post the pictures on our page.
There you go. What are the rules? Because I don't know if you're going in circles. You have to knock somebody over for points. I don't even know how it works. So how do you get points when you're playing?
When you are playing the sport, you essentially get points by passing your hips over your opposing player's hits.
Okay.
The jammer, the one with the star, like this helmet.
Star. Ooh.
They are essentially the point scorers. They want to pass the opposing blockers by the hips, and for each blocker you pass, you get a point.
We produce three shows a semester, and we usually do a high school musical, a high school straight show, and then a elementary musical. And then we do 3 shows in the fall semester, and then 3 shows in the spring semester, and then we have a huge summer camp that has about 60 to 70 kids in it. And then that's our biggest show of the year, and we start that in May and perform at the end of June.
And how many people did you have in here tonight? I was amazed.
There's like 5 armies.
We had, we had to like move some walls and stuff. How many people did you have here tonight?
We have a cast of about 27.
Wow, and they were all like, what age group are we looking at tonight?
This is our high school straight show, so this is 14 to 18.
So it's kind of like herding cats underwater, really. And I was amazed at how well you all did. Everybody did exactly, killed whoever they had to kill and all that stuff.
We bribe them with candy.
Oh.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
It vibrates the vocal cords and and the sound comes out of your mouth instead of, it's like a speaker that just sound goes into the air, except the sound goes into your vocal cords and you enunciate it using your mouth, your cheek, your tongue, and just like your regular voice.
So it's like shape of the mouth?
Shaping your, yes.
So is it kind of like, what was it, Peter Frampton?
A lot like that, like the talk box.
Tube.
Right, he had the tube. This is it's slime-free, actually. Spit-free, slime-free. You have that tube sticking down your mouth, So so this is a really nice alternative. This actually came before the talk box. And there are a few slight differences. It sounds a little bit like the talk box, but it's got its own sound to it, and there are sounds you can't really make with the talk box because you have a thing in your mouth that you can make just fine with this. So.
Interesting.
These go to 11.
Lee has a question.
I do?
Okay.
So,
I do this too.
He does this all the time to me.
So that was fun. Lee, unfortunately, is playing a lot of that death metal in the background.
Something drink your soul.
The lyrics, once you get past them, are actually pretty good music. Good guitars and good drums.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Kill. Music. Well, I'm on my show all the time.
Yeah, I agree. Whatever. So, how many in our audience?
Six.
Yes.
6 strong supporters. Better than none.
So we also had a lot of challenges. We had, what kind of challenges did we have? We had cornhole.
Yeah. Balloon shaving.
That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, and we had a memory game with Gus. Should have explained the rules to him.
Yeah, we should have told him how to play.
And drawing. We had a lot of drawing.
Drawing on the head, drawing on the plates.
Right. Drawing on my sense of humor.
Right. So this is a montage of all the challenges on Mastication Station 2019-2020. Here it goes.
Go.
And now Mastication Station presents Fantastic Challenges.
And then go down 1, 2. Hold on, let me check. See, so
Wow,
that's a hard board. Man.
It's real, right?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell yourself.
Very good. I can do it.
Very good. Let me hear it, everyone. Cheer them on. Just tight, so very slow. 1, 2. You got it. Now say, keep this tight, fist tight, and yell and say, Tia, heart.
Tia!
Whoa! See, it's all about attitude. If you say you can do it, and you have the proper technique, anything's possible.
Oh my goodness. Movie, what is that?
We need to make it bigger.
Yeah, I can.
There it is, there it is.
Yikes.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Sasquatch Rabbi.
Okay, I don't think you're right, Tony. I'm going to go Gremlins.
Okay.
Gremlins is correct.
Okay.
Sasquatch Rabbi sounds like a great movie. I didn't see it. How did it end?
Tony, where did you watch these movies from?
Okay.
One Mississippian lick.
I'm going to put my head in here.
And it has spin to 3.
A 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 3.
Oh, he's been in radio before, I bet you. 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I made it. Oh, the hammer's turn.
Is this Russian roulette for Wilson? Is that what this is?
Okay.
You know Cashman never would have done this.
He would not have done this. He already had a white mustache. Okay. We have lucky number 1.
Oh, this is it.
3.
It's going down.
I doubt that whole thing.
This is for volunteers, by the way.
1.
Oh! You got it.
You know what? I probably should open my mouth.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Oh, wait. I think
What's
I
the
know.
guy doing on the right side of the screen?
He's mugging.
I really don't know if this is right or
Got Joan
not.
Collins. That should be worth something.
Dynasty.
Oh.
Ooh.
I got Dynasty.
Reboot?
I called it
What was it?
Dynasty.
Dynasty, if you're
Dynasty.
nasty.
Yeah.
Yay,
That's
we
the
got
Janet
it.
Jackson
We got
joke
it.
there.
Are we tied now?
I think so.
Yeah.
We're tied.
Okay. We got 1 or 2 or 7 more.
I think you guys are taking this one. She bought a box of rock. Is there a spittoon?
You got that one. We can put that one in later, too.
So you run, Tony, not a block.
Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And green's falling behind, and white is pulling ahead, and can't hear the color. Orange is struggling, and Tony is
5.
leading.
2 runs.
Oh!
Bang!
Another winner.
Oh no, I can't get a 3.
I got it. I have a little challenge, and Lee is going to talk about, because I usually cheat, but I can't cheat if I don't know what's going on, so go ahead, Lee.
The challenge is going to be, because we have 2 newsworthy one newsworthy individual in you, is I'm going to give you a topic. You'll have 10 seconds to prepare your thoughts, and then it'll be a breaking news topic. You'll have 1 minute to let us have it.
All right.
Roll.
Good evening. There has been a polar bear sighted in Columbia City. 3 men are missing, and on the downtown street, they will find those 3 men in different large segments. Back to you.
That was weak.
That was really bad.
What do you think? All right, you
That
can
was
take
bad.
So by student audience, clapometer, you're about a
1
4
out of 0.
4 out of 10. Okay. That was not so good. Okay.
This is just in, we have breaking news. We have reports of a polar bear sighting out of Columbia City. Authorities are trying to figure out where the polar bear came from and how it was released into the streets of Columbia City. At this point, we have no confirmed reports of injuries, although several people are running for their lives.
All right, that wasn't fair.
And this is where I would say, Tara, back to you.
That's nice.
Because they have a live reporter on the scene being chased by the polar bear.
I think that the meter just went off the rails there on his, because mine was pretty poor.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, yours just yours was terrible.
Did.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, come on.
Now I think you
on.
should have to spell this one out. There you go.
Okay.
Can you guys spell them out?
Did
I
you
mean,
know-
those are the abbreviations.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, I forgot had to do the
Oh,
little stars in there.
no.
Oh no, Tony.
I put emergency.
Yeah, that's not right.
Seriously?
Was that 70s?
California Highway Patrol. I don't know what the I stood for.
Oh, I forgot the little I. Yeah.
California Highway
Patrol.
Highway.
Yeah, California Highway
It
Patrol.
stood for punch.
Behind the tractor is a manure spreader. You guys are both from the Midwest. You should know what that is.
Yes. Yeah, but... And
End
that's it.
scene. End scene. Show
Okay.
each part.
That looks more like an outhouse, but okay. On a wheelchair next to it.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be a tractor. And here's our pigs.
Where's the manure spreader?
Back here, that big square. Right there.
Where's the barn?
That's the barn right there.
We don't have a manure spreader.
That's the manure spreader right there.
I thought that was a barn.
Who? The guy on first. Who? The first base.
That's the barn.
Good God.
Okay.
All right. Dr.
All right.
Cashman, yours has got to be better.
That one right there. The one with the red light. There we go. That's it.
Okay, tractor.
Here's
Barn.
the barn.
Yeah.
Here's the barn.
Good barn.
Yeah.
Tractor.
The tractor.
It's like a square.
And then manure
spreader
is over here.
Okay.
So you guys have to show what you think it is. Yeah,
it says Austin Powers. What did you say?
I'd like to point out that it's part of a larger collection.
Exactly
not
right.
give the name of the specific movie.
You might get the point then.
So what do you have there, PJ?
Austin Powers and the Spy Who Shagged Me.
Okay, and you have what, Tony?
I have Austin Powers. So.
Okay, yeah, you're both wrong. The answer is the International Man of Mystery.
Oh,
Powers. So that's 0 points for both of you. You can't actually be looking at the board. You have to have your back to the board.
Did I not
It's
say
an
that?
over-the-shoulder toss.
What are you guys doing?
Calculate the distance divided by the equilibrium of the sun.
Yes, ladies first.
Ladies first.
So you can go.
Okay, that was much better.
You throw like a girl.
Did you go for the?
Wow,
you went for the
why.
X.
I did.
Right there. I now have looked.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Shrink it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
See,
That
that
one's
was on
good.
target though. I have to go more oomph. You said
More oomph.
oomph. More
Don't
oomph.
go for height.
Mm.
Oh my
What?
gosh. Unbelievable. They crowd
Wait,
goes nuts.
wait, what just happened?
You hear all the clicking from the monks. I think
What?
I think
He
two monks
deserves
just broke
a
their
talent
silence.
award.
I just did a one-round strut right there.
Yeah, that's
Has
like
that ever
a
happened
round of
before?
applause.
It's your last chance.
Oh my God.
What in the world?
It's a strong
I was
second.
close. I'm not mad about it. Okay, let's see if you can.
I rest my case.
I knew it was going to happen.
When I say go, you're going to draw the tissues out as fast as you can using your off hand. Wow. And stop. Ooh, that's close.
We're waiting.
I'm thinking this is the lighter one.
Oh, blue wins. Who was blue? I don't remember.
I've been training my whole life for this.
All right, we have a winner.
Oh. Karate Kid.
Hmm.
I don't think either you're going to get this one.
Okay, I got it. What do you? He's still writing.
This is a Jeopardy question. What is the Straits of Inuk?
Who are the people that have never been in my kitchen?
Mm-hmm. How did not
Okay,
watch
he
this?
said, what's it say? America's Got Talent.
America's Got Gallons.
America's Got Talent.
Talons.
That was the last.
That's got to be a close one. What did you have, Tony?
I said 20,
No, I had no idea.
21. Oh, I said 21 up street. 0 to 0.
Nobody gets a point.
I was working on my master's during the 80s, so I
Yeah.
didn't see much.
I was working on a diaper.
Okay, at 22, Jerry Lee Lewis is married his 15-year-old cousin.
That's fact.
That's fact, yep. That's crap.
What? Oh, what?
She was 11.
Oh,
I'm serious. 11. That was popular in the South.
Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh,
Lee Lewis.
That was at the
Well,
wedding. She
shaking
didn't
on
look a
there, I
day
guess.
over. I mean, she could have passed for 12.
Well, it was a different era.
Okay, contestants and participants in this year's Olympic, whatever this stupid game is called. You have, on the count of
Go
3,
second blow.
now it's not going to be after 1, it's going to say go after 1. Are you guys ready or just enjoying your blowing of
Going
balloons?
what?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! He blows himself away and he goes a minute. And it's a gun!
Oh, we got it!
How is one?
We got it! Hang on.
Oh, now you've upset the universe.
That's too bad.
The universe is not in balance now.
Yeah.
That's still not in balance.
All right. Well, email us, call us, fax us, get us on microfiche, whatever you can do. We'll see you next time on Mastication Station. Bye-bye, everybody.
See into your brain.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.